Hello friends, I am delighted to welcome you to this webinar on practical case studies of using TCAT for assurance and compliance. I am CA Abdul Rafiq, Managing Director of Windsor Infotech Limited. We have a lot of exciting things lined up for you in the next 1 hour on how you can use TCAT to enhance your productivity. Let's get started. The TCAT software belongs to the TCAT suite, which is primarily focused on automating Tally to Excel. The caption we have for this suite of software is amplify the value of assurance on Tally with automated solutions of WinCat. TCAT is available currently in 2 versions. One is called as TCAT Enterprise, which is used for auditing Tally in Excel. Another one is called as TCAT Pro, which is used for Tally to Excel. Which means in TCAT Pro, you can export the data from Tally to Excel, whereas in TCAT Enterprise, you also have additional features which you can use for providing assurance and compliance, for performing assurance services, and various types of auditors. This is the vision and mission of a company. Windsor Infotech Limited is primarily focused on building solutions for data analytics and business intelligence. We are a global leading solution provider in data analytics for empowering professionals to realize the potential by applying thought to technology. If you look at the keyword, we focus on applying thought to technology. We empower professionals by developing innovative software which helps in revolutionizing assurance, compliance, and consulting services. And these are powerful tools and techniques for performing data analytics, BI, and in the near future, we are also planning to venture into AI solutions. Let's get started with why do you need to use TCAT? TCAT Pro is a subset of TCAT. So which means most of the things which are available in TCAT Enterprise are available in TCAT Pro also. Wherever there's a distinction, I'm going to talk about the difference, and I'll also make a comparison between TCAT Enterprise and TCAT Pro so that you know which is a version which is best suitable for you. The TCAT suite of software is a supplement to Excel. It supplements the simplicity of Tally with the power of data analytics of MS Excel by getting the data in a structured format. We extract the data of masters, vouchers, registers, and reports from Tally to MS Excel in a very simple and effective way. The user can generate various types of reports and summaries which are useful for audit or MIS from MS Excel, from Tally, and you can get this in MS Excel, and all this can happen in a few clicks. And using the data which is available to you in a structured format, you can perform further analysis as required using the MS Excel data. You can use MS Excel features itself, or you can use a specialized data analytics software like ECAT or SoftCat. So the primary objective of TCAT is to export the data of masters and vouchers from Tally to Excel, and we simplify this. How? We'll show you a demo shortly. So if you look at TCAT, as I said, it's an add-in to MS Excel. It exports from Tally to MS Excel, simplifying it. It's highly useful for audit and accounting professionals, CXOs, or compliance managers. Anybody who wants the data from Tally to Excel, this will be highly useful. As I said, you can extract data of masters, vouchers from Tally to Excel. You can also extract registers and reports from Tally to Excel. And not only that, you can extract specific information in a structured format. For example, you want, let's say, all the ledgers of direct expenses, or you want all the ledgers of indirect expenses. You can extract specific information, or you can extract, let's say, ledgers of TDS. You can dynamically interface with Tally to export trial balance of specified or multiple companies, and you also have the option to append or consolidate. And as I said, you can also generate various types of exception reports and summaries, which could be useful for audit. And you can perform further analysis as required using MS Excel or any data analytics software. Now let's look at the panels of TCAT Enterprise and TCAT Pro. So if you look at TCAT Enterprise, this is the look and feel of the software. As I said, TCAT is an add-in to MS Excel. So when you add it, this will come as an additional panel. When you click on TCAT, this is what you're going to see. These are all the functions which are available in TCAT Enterprise. You have the configure panel where you can open Tally company info, and you can also run and disable the background. In the background, this comes under the configure. You have the documents panel where you have 6 functions. You have the profile panel, accounting panel, where you can extract all the daybook and the daybook transactions, ledger transactions, and various types of transactions. And you can also extract the trial balance. I'll show you a demo a little later. And you can also query the masters. Inventory, you can do the same thing like you did for accounting. You can extract the transactions of the masters of inventory. Similarly, for the cost center and payroll, you can extract the transactions in the masters. And you can also export the registers of sales, purchase, or journal from Tally to Excel. And the analyze panel is a specialized panel primarily for extracting information which is relevant for audit or MIS or BI from Tally to Excel in a structured manner. So there are default features of Tally which are available for the auditors. We extract most of the reports from that particular feature. Plus, we also added a lot of MIS and audit features, ledger scrutiny features in this particular panel. I'll show you the reports. Let's look at TCAT Pro. The distinction, if you see, between TCAT Enterprise and TCAT Pro is TCAT Pro is primarily for exporting the transactions and vouchers from Tally to Excel. So it doesn't have the audit features. If you see here, we don't have the audit features. Audit, statistics, validate. These functions will not be available in TCAT Pro. That's the primary difference. Other than that, we also have this Excel log, activities log, and test data. All these are which are related to audit are not available. So if you see here, we have the Tally, open Tally function. After that, we have got the masters general info and the master info. Then you have transactions pertaining to accounting, which are given in different way. Similarly, you got the trial balance, inventory, cost center, sales register, purchase register, and journal register. And you also have a tool to search specific functions. This is the key distinction. Now let's look at the comparison. Now, if you look at panel wise, in terms of the panels, you have the list of functions which are available in ECAT Enterprise and ECAT Pro. Similarly, if you look at from the point of the features, so if you see here, there are totally 77 functions which are available in ECAT Enterprise, whereas ECAT Pro has got 35 functions. Now let's look at how to use TCAT. We know that Tally ERP is a very popular and widely used software. What I'm saying now for Tally ERP software also applies to Tally Prime. So it's a simple and easy to learn software. It is very fast in processing the data. It's a comprehensive accounting software with inbuilt compliance for most of the critical business regulations. And it has a diverse set of business reports which you can generate in quick time. And the data is also safe and secure in Tally ERP and Tally Prime. But what is the problem? If you look at the problem statement, how can we dynamically interface to Tally to get the required data into MS Excel? What is the challenge? The challenge is how to get from Tally information of masters, data, and reports into MS Excel for analysis and reporting. What is the issue here? The data exported to MS Excel from Tally is time consuming. It takes time because Tally exports the data row by row, most of the cases. And even after further formatting, this data may not be usable for further analysis. For example, let's say if you get the daybook, export the daybook, you find the transaction, let's say it could be one to many or many to many. Now the date will be given for the first transaction. After that, the date will not be available. Now, if you apply the filter, you'll not be able to get all the transactions when you apply the date filter. Similarly, you find, let's say the amount may not be in the numeric format. So there are a lot of issues in actually applying the functions of Excel on the data which is exported from Tally. So getting data from Tally into MS Excel has issues because we are not able to use it for further analysis as required. So this is where our solution TCAT comes into the picture. You can use it for exporting the data of masters, transactions, and reports from Tally to Excel. And the beauty is it comes in a structured format and ready for use in Excel. You can use it for just exporting the transactions. Plus, as I said, in TCAT Enterprise, we also have various types of audit features. So in sum, TCAT Enterprise is the software for auditing Tally data from MS Excel. It's a one-stop solution for importing the data of masters transaction reports from Tally to MS Excel in a few clicks and also perform audit tests and dynamic data analytics and BI. So what are the salient features of TCAT Enterprise? I'm not going to repeat, so you know this already. Who could be using it? So the way you can use it is very simple. You select the specific menu function and to extract the relevant information from Tally to Excel. You can extract specific or all the information in a structured format so that you can do further analysis. Now this gives you the list of the panels and also gives a brief description of what are the panels. If you go to a website, for each of the software, we also provided a detailed listing of the functions with the description of what you can do in each of the functions. Now, what is the approach for using TCAT? So first you open Tally and select the company, the period for which the data has to be imported. And then you identify specific master transactions which you're looking for or the report you're looking for from Tally. And then you open MS Excel and you should know which is the function to use. Click on the TCAT tab and click on that specific function and you can extract that information. Now, depending on the type of the information, for example, if it's a masters, most of the master information you can extract very quickly. Whereas in the case of data, depending on the volume of the data, it may take some time. For example, in the case of the data, the Tally gives the data in XML format. So we need to read the XML format for the specific tags which is required and put it in Excel, convert it in Excel in a structured manner. So that's going to take a little time depending on the volume of the transactions. Once you got the result, you can review the data in MS Excel and analyze as required. Now, enough of theory, let's look at the practical aspects of how to use TCAT. Let us take up some case studies. Now, this case study 1, a CA firm is providing assurance services, which is to implement standard audit program with a detailed procedure for the clients who are using Tally. So what do they do? The CA firm uses TCAT to export all the masters with the configuration and perform profiling at a manager level to identify exceptions and specific areas for review. The audit manager with the audit staff reviews the masters in the configuration settings for all the modules as required, and based on that, they decide what are the specific areas to be audited. So what are the key benefits of this? You can save time and also implement standard audit process. And you have a standard documentation through the software, and it also ensures better quality of deliverables to the client and validation by pointing out exceptions and areas of improvement. Now let's go ahead and start looking at the software. Now I've already got some results. What we could do is, let's say we got this data. Let me pick up a new sheet and show you the specific things which I talked about in this particular case study. I already have some results here. Now these are the, okay. Let me open a new. Yes, now I got a blank workbook. I'll come to that a little later. Now let's come to TCAT. When you click on TCAT, this is what you'll get. Now if you see here, as I said, this is an add-in software. We've got different types of add-in software. Like we have yesterday, I gave a demo webinar on EduTallySoft, which is primarily for importing data from Excel into Tally. Okay, whereas in TCAT, we are actually exporting data from Tally to Excel, with the reverse of EduTallySoft. ECAT Enterprise, the data analytics software. We also have Auto TCAT and Auto ECAT Enterprise. Here in our webinar, our focus is on TCAT. When you click on each of the software, if you see here, when you click on this, there are specific functions which are available in each of the software. Now let's click on TCAT. Now if you click on TCAT, if you see here, you've got the configure panel, documents, profile, like that. We've got different panels. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take up the masters. Now let's say, if you look at the company which is open, I'm going to pick up one company. Now I've got 4 companies open here. So what we'll do is, let's say I'm going to pick up one company and close the other companies. Okay, let's bring this here. Okay, I've got this particular company. Now the problem in when you're exporting masters, when you got multiple companies, is Tally will actually export the data of all the companies are open in one go. So I'm going to close the companies which are not required. I'll come back to this later. So I'm going to keep only one company open. I'm shutting down the company which is not required. So I've got this company, which is Sri Krishna Traders. I'm going to change the accounting period because this is from April 12th, March 13. So you don't need to worry about what the period it belongs. What is important is the data. Now, if you look at the data here, so this is the vouchers which are available here. Now it gives you the complete list of all the statistics, the groups, ledgers, etc., which are available inside Tally. Now let's come here and then we will export and check what is possible. Now, if I come to the general info, if you click on the general info, this is where you're exporting the masters. Now, if you see, I can get the company info, company features like that. I just say select all and I say okay. Now this exports all the masters of the 6 types. Now you see, these are all come through SQL based queries. You can also export this using ODBC, but we made it much more simpler. Now this is the system info, the statutory info, license info, and then your company features which are enabled in Tally with yes or no, so that at a glance you'll know before commencing the audit what are the features which are enabled in Tally, what are the features that are not enabled, which means they're not available for use by the client. Okay, you find here in this case, this pertaining to VAT, what are the things which they have not enabled, you'll be able to get to know. Okay. Next, if you come to the company info, this gives the complete history of the company, the master info of the company. This is how we can extract the company info. Let me open one more sheet. Now come back to TCAT here. Now I have got the master info. Now if you see the master info here, and now this gives a gold mine of information of masters pertaining to accounting, inventory, cost center, compliance, and payroll. Okay, now let's do one thing. I'm going to select all of them. Okay, this is the beauty that you can extract all this information. If you have to do through ODBC, it might have taken a few hours, whereas we can do this in a few minutes. And not only that, for each of the masters, Tally has got about 300 plus fields, whereas here we extracted only the fields which are relevant for the auditors. So it's extracting the report one by one through an SQL query to Tally. So it's already done. So if you see here, it not only does that, it does it index sheet. Now in each of this data, you'll be able to know what is the data is available. Category analysis, group summary, you have the cost category details, the professional tax details, the salary information, employee information, TDS rates, income tax classification data. Then you have the cost category summary, ledger cost breakup, like that, all these masters which are available. You have the stock item list, you have the inventory details. All these master details you can actually review before audit to identify which are the specific areas you want to look at. You also have the expense ledgers. You have the group configuration. So what you will be doing here is you get all the masters, you can go through them, do a detailed ledger scrutiny for each of these ledgers, and then decide which are the areas you want to focus on. In this case, we are talking about 1213, so that's why we don't have any GST related ledgers. So similarly, we get the stock group details also. So you see here, all this master information we are able to get in a few clicks. Similarly, we got queries. The in queries, you can decide, for example, let's say I want the opening and closing balance, or opening balance is equal to 0 and closing balance is equal to 0. Okay, which means these are accounts where there are no transactions at all, but the ledgers have been created. Or the opening balance is 0 or the closing balance is 0. Like that, we have got different types of masters which you can query and extract information. For example, let's say I want to pick up transactions where the credit limit is greater than 0. So automatically generates and you will get this particular information where the credit limit is greater than 0. Okay, these are transactions where the credit limit has been set. And you'll also get here to which category it belongs, who's the parent and what is the primary group it belongs to. Now this is how you can export the masters. We have seen that in the general info, master info, and queries. Now before I go further, let's open one company where I want to show you the new feature we added. Let's come to Tally Prime. Okay, this is what I've got. Same features available. Now if you see here, this is the masters. Now I want to extract the transactions also. Before extracting the transactions, I just want to show you the masters. I want to show you the new features where we have created even the. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to open one company. This is the Tally data we got. These are the different companies available. Okay. Now let me come back here. I think we'll go back to this transaction itself. I come to Tally Prime. Let's say I give F3. Let's see what happens. Now it is asking me for the path of the this one. I can select the path. Okay, I can select the path where the company, select the company. So in this case, so these are the companies which are available. Let's say I pick up a company called Modern Health Drinks. Okay, I've got this particular data. Now here I'm going to, for the time being, I'm going to change the accounting period. Yes, this is between April 20 to March 21. Okay, now let's come to this company and see what's happening here. Now, if you look at this DSS, now if it tells you there are no transactions and there are no transactions masters in this. Okay, there are only default master. Okay, default, there are some stock items which have been created. Now, if you see here, it also tells me what are the details which are available pertaining to GST, etc. Now, if you click on this, you'll also know whether GST has been set or not. Okay, so this is not the company we're looking for. Let's close this company. Okay, now let's come back to this company and look at what are the type of transactions we can export. Now, if you look at the case I was talking about, we can export all the masters. Now we're looking at how we can export all the transactions. Okay, before showing you that, what I thought we'll do is I'll show you some of the reports. For example, let's say the day book. Now, this is the transactions pertaining to day book which have been exported. I'll also export and show you. So when you export, this is how the data will come. Okay, this is the transaction. Now let's say I'm going to pick up a new file. I'll close the file. Okay, this is a blank sheet I've got. I come to TCAT. Now just see the powerful features you got here. We are talking about accounting here. In accounting, I come to day book. I come to transactions. Now here it automatically selects the financial year beginning and the financial end. Now in this case, I am talking about 1920, which is the period for which I've set the data. Now in this case, I don't have the data for this period. So I'm going to change it back to 1213. If you look at the transactions, I know I've got 993 transactions in this company. Okay, now I come back to day book. In day book, I come to transactions. This now you see by default is already selected 12 and 13. Okay, you can also go and change. Let's say you want only from 1st April 30th to, let's say, April 30th. Let's say I'm giving only 30th, it's already changed. I say I want only for 1 month. Okay, now you see here, by default, it is selected the transaction type, narrations, and party name. Let's say I don't want the party name, but I want with the parent. Okay, now if I say okay, now you just see what happened. It will extract the day book. Not only that, for each of the ledger name, it will also connect to the list of ledgers in the parent and it will give you with the parent name. For example, if you see here, let's say I don't want the narration. I'm just going to hide it for the time being. Now, if you see here, for each of the ledgers, let's say I want to know how many times Gordon rent has been paid during the month of April. Let's say I got both of this. Yes. Now, if you see here, Gordon rent has been paid through a journal entry. Okay, it comes under direct expenses, and this electric charges pertaining to Gordon comes under indirect expenses. So I can analyze this. This I've done only for 1 month. I can also do it for the full year. Now, let's say same thing. I come here. I say I want the day book transactions. And here it's taken the full period. I can also go and say I want only specific ledgers. I can go and extract only, let's say, transactions pertaining to contra. So let's say in this case, I don't want the party name. Here I'm just extracting transactions pertaining to contra. So in this case, for the full year, it will extract all the transactions which are pertaining to contra and give you these transactions in a structured format. So it means I can extract transactions of a particular type. Now, if you see here, all these transactions are pertaining to contra. Not only that, it also tells you the voucher number, and it's optional. It has been marked as optional. It also tells you that it's optional. Okay, so you will be able to know if you're doing a cash analysis, you know how many times cash has been withdrawn. You'll be able to quickly do the analysis and get to know how many times cash has been withdrawn and what is the quantum. Now, if you see here, cash has been withdrawn. Now you get the complete list of all the transactions pertaining to cash and bank, which means withdrawals from bank. Or you can also get to know the deposit to bank. Now let's say I can take the same thing. I want to look at daybook transactions. And here I picked up all. Okay, let's say I want to add the parent here. Let's say I'm not interested in the transaction type or the narrations, and I want to connect to the parent. I also want to add the parent primary group. Now just see the type of powerful analysis I can do with this. And I don't want optional. I can also say I don't want only optional vouchers, or I say exclude optional, which means it'll exclude all the optional vouchers. And I say, okay, this will take a little time. So what happened in this case is it is extracting all the daybook transactions first of all the 993 vouchers, exclude the optional vouchers. What are the number of optional vouchers are there? And then for each of the transactions, it will actually give you the add the parent and the primary group and give you. So based on this, you can perform a lot of analysis. This is what I said in this particular case study. Now, if you see here, which you talked about the case study, here you can spend time more on actually doing analysis, okay, of the data and then picking up the specific area which you want to audit. Let's come back here to the Excel sheet. Now here, if you see, I got all these transactions. These are all the transactions there. So 2,493 rows, including the header. Now, if I come back here, I can also extract the transactions as per voucher type. For example, you remember we talked about contra. You can extract only, you can filter based on transactions pertaining to contra. Similarly, let's say I want to pick up transactions pertaining to journal. All the journal entries have been passed. When they are passed, I can get the list of complete journal entries. Not only that, now I want to know what are the journal entries which have been passed pertaining to, let's say, direct expenses. Okay, so I can analyze, these are all the expenses. In this case, if you see here, for all the go down rent, they passed it through a journal entry. Now I want to pick up all the transactions which are pertaining to, let's say, indirect expenses, which have been passed through a journal entry. Now I can get all this information. Now I want to see now whether I can sort this data. Now this is the beauty of Excel. Once I got this data, I can sort it. Now this is what is possible. I can actually scrutinize and get to know what are the transactions which have been passed. And I'll be able to do a quick ledger scrutiny for each of the ledger accounts based on the entries which have been passed. All these are passed through journal entries. Okay, so which means I can perform whatever the type of analysis based on the transaction which is available here. So your imagination is the limit in terms of what you can do. Let's say in this case, I want to pick up all the transactions pertaining to, let's say, rent which have been paid during the year. Now there are various types of rent. Let me pick up only two types of rent, Kavita's rent. Okay, let's pick up only one, which is the office rent account. Okay, now here if you look at the office rent account, now I see here that the rent account was 75,000 rupees was passed through a journal entry, and then I got 1,50,000 rupees which has been passed through a journal entry. Now this looks suspicious. How come they have passed 1,50,000? Well, actually 75,000 rupees. So I can go to the transaction and check what has happened here. So because there is a substantial difference, and after that it has become 1 lakh. And in the last month, in 28th February, there are two transactions. Okay, one is through a journal, another through a payment. So it means this also I can analyze why this happened. So we see here, I've actually identified the exceptions just by glancing through this particular ledger. So I can ask my audit team to go and check what these specific entries and identify, because this is an outlier and this is a transaction which normally doesn't happen. So I can go and do the analysis for each of the ledgers depending on the need. So this is how I can extract the daybook. Let's see what else we can do in the daybook. So I also told you, you can extract not only the transactions pertaining to daybook, you can also extract transactions pertaining to bill-wise transaction, which means all the transactions which have only bill-wise. You can also extract ledger vouchers, cash transactions, bank transactions. Like that, you can consolidate. Not only that, you can also consolidate multiple ledgers. Let's say you want to consolidate ledgers pertaining to TDS. It might be in TDS at type 10%, TDS at 5%. Like that, you got multiple TDS. You would like to consolidate all these ledgers. You can consolidate and get all the ledgers pertaining to TDS in one account. Similarly, you got GST of different rates. But for the purpose of analysis, you want to do the totaling. You can extract and consolidate the ledger of all the accounts pertaining to GST. Now let me go further. Let's come to transactions. So here we come back to daybook. So I was just showing you the daybook which is possible. Now here, there are a lot of interesting things available. So here, if I want with the cost center, I just select the cost center. I'll select get with the cost center. I want bill wise, I can get with the bill wise. I want inventory transactions. Let's say I want same thing here with inventory transactions. I can get the details with the inventory transactions. I want to exclude optional, I can exclude optional. I want with the opening and closing balance, I can get these transactions with the opening and closing balance. Okay, these are various types of features which are available only for the daybook transactions. I can select the period, specific voucher type, and not only that, what are the additional details I want. Now let's go next to the next one, which is extract. This is where I can extract details pertaining to specific ledgers. Let's say I'm picking parent, and in this I want, let's say, direct expenses. And I got the direct expenses. Okay, it has picked up only direct expenses. I say, okay, it will extract all the ledgers pertaining to direct expenses. Give me here. I can select all this. Now, the beauty is I can get this in a separate ledger, or we can get it for each of the ledgers. Okay, now in this case, by default, all these ledgers will come in one page. And if I want it separate for each of the ledgers, I can also click on this. Now, if you see here, based on this, what I'll do is it will extract all these expense ledgers and give you in a separate sheet. If I not click this separate, then I would have got this in one sheet. So it's loading all this, extracting. Now, in this case, we are actually querying and extracting the details for each of the ledgers. Now, if you see here, carriage inward, this gives you all the transactions pertaining carriage inward. This is the freight charges. I got the go down rent, and this is the packing charges. And this is how we are able to extract the details as required for each of them. Okay, now let's come further on the daybook. I'm just picking only the daybook transactions. Now here, if you see, I was looking at the extract. In the extract, I can also extract only expense ledgers. Okay, then I say parent, I can say which is the expense I want. Let's say I want direct expenses, I want indirect expenses, and I want all this in one sheet. I say, okay, now it extract all these accounts. Now I want to get all of them in one sheet. So I just left it as it is. I say select all, and I say, okay. Now if you see here, all these expense ledgers pertaining to direct and indirect expenses are provided to you in one worksheet. Okay, this is what is possible. Now you see here, all the data is exported to Excel in a structured manner so that you can do further analysis as required. Now you see here, all these ledgers pertaining to each of this are available to you, and all these are given in one sheet. Okay, let's come back further to the daybook. If you come back to daybook transactions, there's actually a gold mine of information. Now we have seen the daybook transactions and we have seen the extract. So this is what you got, the extract. In extract, now let me show you one interesting feature which we added recently. So let's say I'm coming to direct expenses. Yeah, now I got the direct expenses. I've select all the expenses. Now I say, I want a trend line for this direct expenses. Let's say I say trend line. I can select the trend line based on, let's say, the ledger name. And I say I want the based on the debit amount. Okay, let's see what happens. Now you see, it is extracted the ledgers for all the direct expenses. Not only that, it has actually created a trend line for each of the expense accounts so that you can at a glance get to know what is the way the expense have moved during the year. Okay, now if you see here, go down rent, we immediately get to know that there's a dip in this, and we can check up why this is only 12,000 rupees. What is this 12,000 rupees, which seems to be an exception, whereas actually normally it is 18,000. Okay, here also packing charges, you find a lot of exceptions. There's deviation in each of the account months, and there's a slight deviation only. Okay, similarly wages, you find there is a regular trend. So you'll be able to see the complete trend line of these functions. Now let's come back further to daybook transactions and extract. Another interesting part I want to show you here, which is we have added recently. Come to extract. Now I come to parent. Again, I pick up only the, let's say, the direct expenses. Direct expenses. Okay, I selected all the ledgers. Yeah. Now I want these ledgers. I want a columnar analysis. Okay, this is a new feature we added based on request from one of a client. Now you see here, not only does it extract all the ledgers, okay, now it also gives you a columnar perspective of this transaction which happened for each of the ledgers. Okay, which means for each, for example, go down rent. Now let's say I just pick up go down rent, I'll be able to get an idea what's happened with this go down rent. What are the accounts through which it interacted? Okay, or what are the corresponding ledgers? Now, if you see here, go down rent during the year, all these have been passed through journal entry, and this has been debited to go down rent and credited to Naurang Cooperative Housing Society. Let's say I pick up something else. Let's say I pick up the carriage inward. I want to see what happened to carriage inward. Now I get to know here, all the carriage inward has been through cash. Okay. Similarly, I can pick up another expense. So it means I can do a complete analysis for each of the expenses, how the expenses have moved. Let's say HDFC account, how the payments have been made, to which accounts it has been made. So I get to know HDFC account. All the HDFC OD account has been used for wages. All these have been paid through the HDFC account. So this is how I can do the columnar analysis. For example, let's say I got the sales as per GST, and I extract all the GST ledgers based on various rates. I'll be able to get all the GST transactions, and column wise, I can get the information pertaining to GST. Similarly, for TDS deduction at different rates, extract all the columnar details and then put it in columnar. I can do the analysis of the TDS as per the columnar. Okay, this is a new feature we added. If you'd like to know what are the latest features which are available in the software, you can go to help and you can click on release notes. Now this gives you a complete overview of all the transactions, all the updates which are done, the enhanced new features and the errors which have been resolved right from the beginning till date. Now, for example, here if you see, this is a version 1, November 2021. And here we added trial balances with some analysis. I'm going to show this a little later in another case study. Let's finish this case study. So I'm just showing you how you can do various types of analysis using this. Now I'm still in the daybook transactions. Now we saw the extract and we saw various types of analysis you can do in the extract. Now, if you see here transactions, in the transactions, we had different options. Whereas if you see in the extract, we have got different types of transactions, which means different types of options. Depending on the type of the ledgers, we'll have some new options available here in the extract. Now let's come to month-wise. In the case of month-wise, you can extract the transactions month-wise, which means you can, when you say select, let's say I say select parent, and let's say I select the indirect expenses. I'm just going to show you how this works. Now I select all the ledgers and I say okay. Now this will open out this one, so it will give me an option to select for each of the months of the quarters, and then I'll be able to extract all the expenses month-wise for each of these expenses. Okay, I can also do for all the ledgers. Now let's come back to daybook transactions. So here we have seen extract, we have seen month-wise. You can also convert from XML, which means let's say your client has given the data to you in XML. You can read that XML file in XLS. So in this case, when you click on this, it will ask for the path of the file. I can go to the path of the file, it will open it, and that XML file will be converted to XLS and shown to you. Now this is another interesting thing. Similarly, convert XML as Excel. We can do this. We can also export in XML. Now let's come to the month-wise. Now this is another interesting feature we added. This is a very powerful feature. Let's say I pick up the parent. I'm just going to give direct expenses because there's a minimal number of expenses and they'll come fast. Yeah, we got direct expenses. Now I see the beauty of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I want this columnar transactions and I want with the sparkline and the charts. Okay, now there are various types of charts. I can select what type of charts I want. In this case, I have selected all this. When I click OK, now you'll see what will happen. For all these ledgers transactions, you will be able to get month-wise analysis with the chart and the sparkline. Now, if you see here, this particular carriage inward, you are getting, there are 6 types of charts which are available here. Now, if you see here, there are 6 types of charts which are available, and you'll be able to get at one glance for each of them. So you can actually do a beautiful overview of all these ledgers in one go. Now you see this for the carriage inward, similarly for the freight charges. You don't need to go and create for each of them, you'll be able to get at one shot. Now see here, there are go down rent, you can see the deviations. So you'll be able to find out the deviations in this at one glance. So this gives you a graphic analysis. In addition to that, you see here, it also gives this already we have seen sparkline. Now this is what I tell you. For each of the expenses, it also gives you the sparkline. Okay, it tells you for each of the month what are the balances. Okay, from April to March and the closing balance. Not only that, it also shows you the sparkline. Now there are 3 types of sparkline. I've selected all of them. I'll be able to get all this information in one glance. Okay, now just see the type of analysis we are able to do with this simple software. Although it's simple, it's very, very powerful. So I've shown you this monthly features. So here I can get this particular ledgers. I can extract for any of the ledgers. I can also extract for all the expense ledgers because it has to draw the charts and the sparkline. This may take certain time. Okay, this is about the daybook. With this, I'll conclude the first case study. Let me save this file and then I'll go to the next case study. So I hope you got an idea about how you can extract the masters and the vouchers in one go. Let me close this file. We also done this. Now here I just want to show you same thing I didn't show you, which I didn't extract. I have the daybook. I can also extract with the inventory transaction. When you have with the inventory transaction, it shows you the item quantity, the unit of measure rate, which is required. You also have another daybook extract, which is only the expenses. Then you can also get the daybook columnar, which I showed you, which means you can get the ledger wise, column wise, you can get the details. This is another one where you got the expenses. Now this is where I said the trend analysis for each of the expenses or all the ledgers you can get, and you can see the trend. Okay, now here this one more data, and this is the monthly report which I showed you, the advertisement expenses. For each of the months you can also extract. I'm going to show you a little later. Now you got this columnar. For each of the expenses, I can get the columnar analysis. And I can also get the sparkline for each of the type of expenses. And I can also generate a graph for each of them, which I showed you earlier. You also have the daybook extract. And this is another type of a daybook extract. This is how you can generate various types of reports from the software. So you see, you'll spend more time in analysis and less time on doing routine testing because you'll be able to analyze the data, get the data, required data the way you want, and you can do analysis as required. Okay, we have already gone through this. This is another thing, which interesting thing which I want to show you. Yes, let's come to this one. When you export the masters, I showed you, this is a new feature we added, where you can extract the information along with the GST details. Now, if you see here, you got the salary info. Okay, you got the employee info, TDS rate, income tax. Ledger cost breakup. Now, if you see stock items, the inventory balances. Now, if you see the stock item details, now in this case, I think we don't have the masters. Okay, this is the same thing which I showed you earlier. Okay, this is how we can extract. One more interesting thing I want to show you in the master info. Now here, if you see, this is what is available. We also got something on the ledger master where you can extract all the ledger masters, all the details about each of the accounts in the ledger master in one go. See this pertaining to the ledger masters. Okay, let's just see where it is. This is where we have got the ledger masters. Now you see here, for each of the ledgers, we'll be able to get complete information about the ledger name, the parent, grandparent, primary group, opening balance, closing balance, address. All this information pertaining to all the ledgers you can get in one page, including the GST details. Okay, this we already seen the master info. I'm going to close this. Now let's go to the next case study. This pertaining to the ledger vouchers. I didn't show you the ledger vouchers. Let me show you the ledger vouchers. Here you see, this is the ledger vouchers. The difference between the day book and the ledger voucher is, in the case of the ledger voucher, for each of the transactions, you will also get the corresponding ledger name. Okay, not only that, you can also get a trend line for this. Now this is for the ledger vouchers. Now just see here, it's very, very simple. Just by using the day book, we are able to generate various types of information. This is what I showed you. In the day book, in the transaction itself, there's a gold mine of information you can extract. Okay, the only thing is you have to open the company for which you want to extract the reports. And you can extract specific ledgers or all the transactions. And you can also do various types of analysis based on this. Okay, this could be for the day book, or you can also look at for specific type of transaction. For example, I want only cash transactions. I can extract only cash transactions, or I want bank transactions, or I want cash and bank transactions. I can extract anything which I want. Now let's come to the most interesting part, which is, let's say I'm going to the second case, where I'm going to look at a CA firm wants to improve the quality of their assurance services by implementing the standard process for review of compliances and conformances for the clients who are using Tally. So this gives you the complete story of what they want to do. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do analysis based on the trial balances. Okay, let's come further. Now here, if you see the trial balance, now I showed you the notepad. If you see the notepad part, I showed you that you will get to know here. This you see here, add the debit first, followed by credit option, and debit and credit and debit. Okay, let me show you so that I will explain to you. You got the trial balance period wise quarterly. So what is the type of analysis you can do based on this? Now I've got the trial balance. Most of you would have seen the trial balance. If I come to Tally and I say I want a trial balance, I say trial balance. Okay, it gives me the trial balance. I give Alt F1. Okay, not only that, now you have got something interesting here. You got auto column where it gives me the option to get the trial balance based on a monthly or a quarterly basis. Now here you see, you are able to get this. Now you can export this to Excel. Now if you see here, the problem is in Tally, it gives you with this bold and capital everything. Now you want to filter, it becomes very difficult for you to filter and do analysis as required. Okay, because already the data is collected here, although it looks good. So for a view, it's okay. But when you want to export in Excel and do further analysis, you find this information is difficult. Same thing, let's say I want to do the same thing and I want to do on a monthly basis. I can just imagine here, I've got this monthly basis. Okay, so I can review this and get an idea about this particular information. If I want to do further analysis, it's going to be difficult. I can also export that in Excel and it's going to come in the same view. It looked like in Tally. Now, same thing, let me show you in trial balance here. I come to period wise trial balance. Now here it gives me the option. This is available only in the it's not available in the education version. This feature is available only in the license version of Tally. In other cases, all the other reports we talked about, most of them you can get even in the education version of Tally. Now let me, for a simple example, I just take up half yearly and I want ledger wise. Now let's say I want with all these transactions, let me just say, okay, let's see what happens here. See, I'm able to get the trial balance with opening debit transactions, closing balances. This for the 2.5 years. Now let's come further. Let's see what all things we can do. I have got this period wise. In the period wise, so what I would like to do now is, let's say I'm going to select all, deselect all. I just want the closing balances and I want quarterly. Okay, now in addition to quarterly, I want Sparkline. When I say Sparkline, you see this is a new feature we added. Debit balances first and then followed by credit balance. Now you see the beauty of this. What will happen when I click on this? it actually generates the trial balance for each of the quarters. Not only that, it rearranges this, okay, and gives me in 2 sheets. Now, if you see here, I got this name, I got the parent and the primary group. It also gives me the spark line so that I can get to know how was the trend for each of these accounts. Just see the type of analysis you can do just by walking through this particular ledgers. You'll be able to identify all the exceptions outliers just by walking through this particular data. So you get first for the debit, and then after that you get the credit. Okay, so that you don't have any confusion. So you'll be able to get for the credit transactions. So first you do the analysis for the debit accounts, and then you can hide the debit figures and then look at the credit figures. Let's say now this I can see all the credit figures. Okay, so in the trial balance itself, you find a lot of analysis I can do just by this, because it gives me the spark line for each of these accounts. So here, if you see, immediately I'll be able to get to know this particular party. There are the major purchase and there are the major credit here, and the balances come down. So if there are any window dressing or any adjustment done during the year, I'll be able to quickly pick up the pattern for all the accounts in one go. Now here, if you see, in this case, for more than this particular capital reserve, so there is no major change in this. So I'll be able to get a complete overview of this. Now it could be possible there are accounts where both the debit and credit are available. So in that case, these accounts are extracted separately and you get this in a separate report. And these are called as accounts which have both debit and credit. In this case, it does debit minus credit, and based on that, it shows you the pattern. Okay, now let's come to another interesting part. Same trial balance. Now I told you there are different ways you can extract the trial balance. I click on TCAT, I come to trial balance, I go to period wise. Now here I'm going to pick up the, let's say I'm going to pick up the monthly. Okay, here I picked up the monthly ledger wise. Here I'm just going to pick up the closing balance only. And I want the spark lines. Now here I want debit, credit and debit in separate pages. Okay, I say, okay, this should be debit minus credit. So in this case, what it will do is for the trial balance, the debit balance are extracted in a separate page. The credit balance are extracted in a separate page. So you see here, these are the, from the trial balance, I've got all these debit balances. It gives me the spark line for each of them. Then I got the credit balances separately. Okay. Not only that, accounts which have got both debit and credit balances are analyzed separately. So it means just imagine the type of analysis you can do just by walking through this. Okay, I am able to get a complete analysis. This based on the closing balances. I can get complete analysis of all the type of transactions which happened. I'll get a complete window of all the type of transactions and how the transactions have moved during the year. Okay, this is the trial balance. Now let's pick up one more. I'm coming back to TCAT and I'm saying trial balance. And as a period wise. Now you see, running this report is very, very simple. You don't need to do. That's why I said within a few clicks you can get. I'm just going to pick up in this case now, let's say quarterly. And I want, let's say, only the closing balances. And I say spark line. Now this, I'm going to combine the debit and credit into a single column. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? It will take debit minus credit, and based on that, you'll be able to get the figure. Not only that, if you see the beauty of this, we also added a new feature here called as regular balance, which means based on the primary group, we know which are the accounts which are supposed to normally have a debit balance, which are the accounts which will have a credit balance. Based on this, it extracts the balance and it intelligently applies the spark line. For example, the credit balance, if the transaction is supposed to have credit balance, it knows it's supposed to be credit and automatically it applies the spark line after ignoring the credit balance, the negative balance, because in the case of Tally, when you're exporting it here, credit could be the debit actually in Tally is taken as a minus when stored. Okay, so this is how you can actually get the summary. Here it gives you the transactions which I got both. Now this is just the second case study. Just based on the trial balance, I can do a gold mine of analysis based on this. Now let's come to the last case study which was talked about. Let's say we are doing this statutory audit and I'd like to use the audit and compliance features and the audit features of the software. Okay, I want to extract the registers and reports and also the relative size factor, repeated transaction, etc. So it means I'm using the feature of audit which is available in the software. Now let me come back here. I'm closing files which are not required so that there is no confusion. I'm just going to keep one blank file in which I'm going to get all the results. Okay. Now I'm going to use the most significant feature of the software. The two parts I'm going to show you. One is, let's say, the sales register. I've got the sales registers. I say sales vouchers. Now you see here, I am able to get the sales vouchers. Let's say I don't want the narration or the party name. I want the party GSTN, state of supply, etc. In this, you know that all this transaction, I don't have the GST details, so it will be blank. So I just want this information. Now you see, this will give me all the sales vouchers for the particular year. Now this is how we get. This is a complete list of all the sales vouchers. Not only that, I want a summary. So in that case, what we'll do is I can extract this summary and I want details of summary. When I say details, it extracts a detailed summary. It groups it based on the ledger name and gives me a complete summary so that I can get a complete perspective of all the transactions which happened. And it also tells me what are the parent and the primary group, how many number of transactions there for each of the parties, and what are the complete summary. Same way, I can also do for the columnar. So it means if I say columnar, you'll be able to extract the information for each of these particular details and give you the columnar information. Okay. Same way, I can also do for the purchases, vouchers extract in columnar. Same way, I have the journal. I can also get the vouchers of journal. When I click on this, I say I want with the show narrations, details and summary. I say okay. This will extract all the journal vouchers and give it to me. So I can analyze the journal vouchers separately. This is what I said is the sales and the purchase. Now let's come to the most important part, which was talking about the audit features. I click on TCAT. Now here, if you see, I got the audit features. I say ledger scrutiny. In the case of ledger scrutiny, there are so many types of reports. In this case, I say okay and select all. I say okay. These are the default features of audit and control which are available in Tally. In a separate menu, we extract most of this information and provide it to you in few clicks. Now, if you see here, accounts squared during the year, accounts not used during the year, like that, you got all this information which I covered earlier in an earlier webinar also. Okay, so this is what you got. Now let me show you one interesting thing which we added recently, which is not available in Tally. Now this is what talked about this one. This is the exception. These are also available in Tally. So here also, if you see, it will give me all the information pertaining to the negative ledger. Here we also added daily breakups, which means it will also give me a daily breakup of the negative ledgers so that I know when the ledgers were negative. In Tally, if you want to extract this information, you have to go through each of the reports individually, whereas here, we also provide this information in Excel, which you can use it for documentation. Not only that, based on this, you can also prepare your detailed audit program. Okay, now let me show you the last part, which is the most interesting part, where I talked about the new features we added here, which is the audit summaries. When you look at the audit summary, now most of these functions will take a little time because the analysis is required. I'm just going to show you one simple example. Let's say I have the summary of transactions and I say I want the summary of transactions with the MVF. Okay, what is the MVF? Let's see. So in this case, what has happened for all the transactions which have happened in the year, it summarizes based on the count and the sum of the debit and the credit. Not only that, it gives you a gold mine of information telling you for each of the ledgers, what is the maximum balance. Okay, what is the maximum balance in terms of the transactions? And if you see here, all the transactions are extracted here like this. And after that, it prepares the transaction summary. Here, if you see, for each of the ledgers, I'll know what the count, what is the sum of the debit, the average debit, the minimum of the debit, maximum of the debit, and what is the MVF debit. Okay, and also tells me the complete parent and the primary ledger. Now, if you see here, if you are an intelligent auditor, you can do excellent analytics just based on this one report. Okay, you'll get a complete, you can call it Jatka of all the transactions. Let's say if you look at cash, There are total 134 transactions. What is the total sum of the debit? What is the average of debit? And what is the minimum debit? And what is the maximum debit? Which means there is a transaction of 1 lakh rupees which happened during the year. Okay, so I can extract this information in one go. Now let me come back again to this audit summary. Now here, if you see, I've got the summary of transactions. I can also get the summary of the ledger vouchers the same way what I showed you here. The interesting part which I want to show you in this case was like this. I have got cash transactions, bank transactions, etc. Now this is what I want to show you, the monthly report. Now if you look at the monthly report, if I'm going to pick up only the expense ledgers, okay, I can now in this case I can get, which I showed you earlier also in the various expenses. Here I can get the complete report. For example, let's say net transaction expense ledgers. Along with the spark line and the chart, I'll be able to get for all the expenses in one glance, in one go. Okay, this is the beauty and the power of the software that you can do analysis. So we always suggest that when you're doing this analysis, generate one report at a time. But if your computer is powerful, I think there is no problem. You can generate all of the reports. But remember, this report will take some time. Okay, so here what you'll do is it actually extract the monthly balance of each of them, arrange it in a columnar fashion, and not only that, it also creates a spark line and the trend line as required. In addition to this, if you see here, we also have the ratio analysis. In the ratio analysis also, we added some interesting feature here. So here, let's say I want the ratio based on a monthly basis. Now, if you just select this, now if you see here, it gives me the ratio analysis for each of the balances here with the particular percentage. If you look at the ratios here, let's look at the ratios once again. So I had these ratios. I have this monthly ratios. I can say debit credit symbol. I can also decide whether it's a monthly credit like that. So I can generate the complete information about the monthly ratios at one glance. Okay, next. If you see the next one, we have the cross tab. In the cross tab, we can actually generate. Let's say I pick up one account. I'll just show you one example, and this will be the last one. Okay, this. Okay, the ledger should be available. In that case, I can do here. In this case, I cannot do the cross tab. The cross tab is similar to the trend line which I showed you. Okay, relative size factor. This is another thing which is available in Tally. Okay, I say relative size factor. For each of the ledger, it'll actually find out the highest value and the minimum value or the average value. Based on it, tells me what the percent times there is a variance, so that you can get to know which are the transactions where the difference between the highest and the average value and the variance between the two of them, so that you can identify the outliers and exceptions. Okay, so this is what is possible. Similarly, we also have another interesting part, which is the repeated transactions, which tells me for each of the transactions how many times they have been repeated. And this is also a report is available in Tally. Now, if you see here, now rent account here, it should have been only 12 times, whereas it has come 18 times. Okay, the EDLI contribution should have been 12 times, that has got 16 times. So I can get an idea about how many number of times the transactions occurred based on each unique value of the transactions. So this is also another type of analysis you can do at one go. For example, in HDFC account, what are the type of transactions? How many type of times the transactions occurred? Similarly, in cash, now if you see here, 20,000 rupees, the transaction occurred 4 times. Okay, so you'll be able to get a complete perspective of the transactions in this way. Okay, let us come to the close of the presentation. So this is what is the 3 cases which we talked about. So if you see the benefit, saving of time and implementation standard process, you can standardize the audit process and say, these are the reports you're going to extract and this is how you're going to do the analysis, so that everybody performs the analysis in the same way. And you can do intelligent analysis and you can generate various types of insights and provide insights to the management. Why use TCAT? As I said, you can export from Tally to MS Excel and do further analysis required. So the bottom line is you can do more in less time by using TCAT. And combined with powerful features of MS Excel or data analytics software, you can perform insightful data analytics and share these insights to the management and provide value to your assignment and to your clients. So thank you very much for joining in this webinar. We look forward to seeing you in the new webinars. Thank you very much. Bye.